WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
Live from Old Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, WON Sports presents New York White Sox Baseball, powered by MLB 18 The Show. Tonight, the New York White Sox take on the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 1 of this 3-game series. We'll have all the action for you tonight from the Bronx, straight ahead after these important words.
Welcome, everybody, to the light beer battle of the big guys. And there they are, two teams locked in mortal combat to decide the eternal argument over light beer from Miller. On one side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it tastes great. Yeah, it tastes great. Tastes great. On the other side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it has a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling. Less filling. Less filling.
I feel strongly both ways.
I tell you, this is really no respect. Blue is the violet and red is the rose. You don't pull them or break your nose.
The tension here is almost unbearable.
Oh, you got it.
They can't go on much longer. Something big has got to happen soon. Holy cow, look at that.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, dolls.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I still don't know why they asked me to do this commercial.
Back at Yankee Stadium, Jack McDowell will take the mound. He's 1-0 heading into tonight's contest with an ERA of 4.50, pitched 8.0 innings, surrendered 7 hits, no walks and 4 strikeouts so far in the early year of this campaign. Malik Smith will lead off at Tampa Bay, average at 200 with 2 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. Game number 1 of this 4-game series between the New York White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays underway. First pitch, ground ball to second. ALOMAR to Thomas for the first out of the ball game.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 2, DENARD Span.
So DENARD Span will be coming to bat for Tampa Bay, hitting at 222 with 1 home run and 1 run batted in. His on-base percentage at .263 so far in the early games of 2018. There's a strike, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1 by McDowell, fouled high and deep but out of play. 0-1 is the count on DENARD Span. They set up near the corner now. The 0-2 delivery, another rip but foul to right out of play. So it remains 0-2 on Span. The stretch and the 0-2 delivery. Strike 3. First K of the day for McDowell, and the first strikeout of the game and the second out of the inning.
Wilson Ramos.
So the former Expo/Snap Wilson Ramos will now come to bat. Right-handed batter. Catcher for Tampa Bay. Takes a strike down the pipe, 0-1. Ramos in the early going, just trying to find a groove here. The 0-1 delivery. Popped up into shallow left center. Right there is the center fielder. He makes the catch. And the side is retired. Middle to first. Rays 0, and the White Sox coming to bat. Well, on the mound is the Rays pitcher, Matt Andradis. He's 1-0 so far in the season. An ERA of 3.52. 7 innings, .2 pitched. He had to win his last time up. As we take a look now at Roberto Alomar leading off, hitting at 333 with 1 home run and a couple of runs batted in. Switch hitter batting left-handed tonight. And leading off for the New York White Sox. The pitch by Matt. On the way, it's line to line, right center field. That's going to be extra bases and go all the way to the wall. ALOMAR will easily scoot into second. He has a leadoff double to begin the first inning. That is good piece hitting there by Roberto ALOMAR. And now bring up Wade Boggs. So a good start to this ball game for the Sox offensively. And now here's Wade Boggs. We'll tell you his stats in a matter of moments if we have a chance. RBI chance for Wade here with a man at second and nobody out. He hits it a high drive to deep right center field. There she goes. Solo farewell. 2-0 Sox. Boggs drives one out again. Home run number 5 of the year. And here we go with the offensive onslaught. Sox lead 2-0. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits home run. Hey, Wade Boggs, this bird for you. Like to see where that ball went, but again, San Diego Studios, MLB The Show, they rather you see the player display his home run look and bat flip instead of seeing where the ball landed. But that ball was destroyed into deep right center, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Sox. So here's Dave Winfield.
Batting third, left fielder, Dave.
Here's a drive into right center. That's carrying a long way, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Winfield will easily chuck into second. He's got himself a double.
Batting fourth.
Wow. So here comes Reggie Jackson as the onslaught continues here in the start of this ball game. Take a look at this pitch info. That was right down the middle. That is Winfield's happy zone. So now here's Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, who's been red hot. His average at .579, 10 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. He has an RBI chance here to drive in 20 or maybe even 21. Nobody out, 2 runs in, a man's at second base. The pitch on the way. High drive, deep center field. Back is the center fielder. Looking up at the wall. That ball is gone. Solo farewell. Home run number 11 for Reggie Jackson. It's another 2-run home run, and the Sox now have a 4-0 lead. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Reggie Jackson is buds for you. Another 2-run home run. First Wade Boggs, and now Reggie Jackson. As the sun is setting in the Bronx, the fireworks are flying off the lumber of the White Sox bats. My, oh my. So now here's Frank Thomas.
First baseman.
And the pitch coming. Line to deep left field. Way back on the outfielders at the wall. Is off the wall. Thomas will stand first. He's got himself a long single. And the hit parade continues. And now if you're the Rays, you got to wonder how long will your pitcher stay in the game. Here's Mike Piazza, average at .400 with 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in. The Sox are seeing the ball well in the early going. There's no doubt about it. This could be the first break that the Rays get. They get Piazza for the first out of the first. Runner moves to second base. Good play by the catcher, Ramos. And now bring up Omar VIZQUEL, shortstop, batting left-handed, hitting at .444 with 1 home run and 4 runs batted in. Man's at second, 4 runs in, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. He lines into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Will they send Thomas? They won't. Runners at the corners and 1 out. That ball was scolded to left center. Good piece hitting by Omar. And now bring up Shawn Green, who's playing right field here today. Left-handed batter for the Sox. He still has no home run. He does have 2 home RBIs. And his average at .250. So he looks to change that right now. RBI chance here with a man at third and a man at first. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. The pitch to Green into center field, and it'll be caught. Runner will stay right where he is. 2 outs. That ball was hit solidly, but to no avail.
Center fielder, Jim.
I'll bring up Jim Rice. Rice hitting at .563 with 7 homers and 12 runs batted in. Had a couple of home runs in the home opener against Detroit. In the early part of the series, it was the first game, opening day. RBI chance, runners at the corners, 2 outs, 4-0, Sox lead. He hits it the other way, but foul for strike 1. It'll be an 0-1. The pitch. He hits it the other way. High and deep to right field. Nobody will catch it. So long, farewell. He's done it again. 3-run homer. And home run number 8 for Jim Rice. It's now 7-0 New York. Third home run hit in this inning alone. A grand total of 7 runs. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Jim Rice, this bud's for you. Him and Reggie right now are the hottest hitters in this team right now. That one was a no-doubter into the lower deck. And the Sox have put up a 7 spot here in the first inning. 3 home runs, 2 2-run shots, and just now a 3-run shot. And now here's the top of the order, Roberto Alomar. He crashes one on the ground to the shortstop. Tough play to get the speedy Alomar. No chance. The inning continues. And the nightmare continues for Tampa Bay. They can't get that elusive third out. So here is Wade Boggs, who last at bat in this inning alone hit a 2-run homer to dead right center. There he is with a man at first and 2 outs. 7 runs in. He hits this one a long way to left center. That ball is carrying well, but it'll stay in the yard as the center fielder puts it away for the third out. But the Sox tee off. 3 home runs, a total of 7 runs and 8 hits. Man stranded, end of 1. Sox 7, Rays nothing. Ryan Shemp will come in the bat for Tampa. Boy, Rays have a lot of work to do. That onslaught by the Sox set Tampa Bay at least back 10 years. First pitch popped up in the infield. Easy play for Alomar. He's under this one. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, folks, the countdown to Supergirl 8 Avenging Force continues. Be on the lookout by checking out our Facebook pages at facebook.com/Supergirl Underwater, or it's facebook.com/WON 920, or facebook.com/WON YouTube. As we bring you updates on where we stand, we're getting close to being fully funded, folks, so keep your eye out. Supergirl 8 Avenging Force, produced by WON and filmed and produced by MMP Studios, starring Casey Ann as Supergirl and Linda Hines as Evil Superwoman. It's another Supergirl Underwater Pearl fan film presentation. And it's coming this summer to WON YouTube. The 0-2 underway. Line to right field. Cancel the postgame show. It's a base hit. First hit of the game for Tampa Bay.
Batting set. Shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Now bring up Matt Duffy, the shortstop, hitting at .342 with no home runs and 3 runs batted in. We have yet to bring you the lineup for both teams or the defense. We've gone so fast. There's a ground ball, double play ball. There's one on the first, double play. Side retired. Nicely turned by Alomar to turn to double play. Middle of the second, it's the Sox 7 and Tampa Bay nothing. Well, here's Dave Winfield, 1 for 1 with a double back in the first inning. It's the Sox 7 and Tampa Bay nothing. If you just joined us, you missed a lot. 3 home runs hit. two two-run shots, one by Boggs and one by Reggie, and then a three-run shot hit by Jim Rice. There's a ground ball to second, and there's your first out of the second inning.
Up next for Chicago, designated hitter, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson now the batter. Hit a two-run home run to dead center field his last time up. Matt is set with the wind. And the pitch on the way is down low. Good eye by Reggie. Ball one. Our next WON Sports Baseball Gamecast will be April 12th and 13th at 7. Montreal Expos take on the Colorado Rockies from Metropolis's very own National Park. It'll be on WON The Plus 5.2. Base hit for Reggie Jackson into left field, so he has himself another hit. A one-out single for Reggie. So that'll bring up Frank Thomas. Man's at first base. One out, the infield is in. That ball hit high and deep to right center field. The right center fielder going back on the warning track. He'll make the catch for out number 2. That ball was carrying a long way, but to no avail. The wind brought it back. We are in the early part of April, so that's the reason why. Here's Mike Piazza, who grounded out back in the first inning. Man is on base right now. That's Reggie at first. 2 outs, 7-0 Sox. Tampa Bay trying to get out of this inning unscathed. That may not happen. Deep in the left center field. Back is the center fielder at the hole, leaping and scoring. So Ross Farewell, a Piazza delivery. His 4th of the year, a 2-run homer, and it makes it 9-0 New York. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Mike Piazza, this bud's for you. That ball was torched in the left center. He really creamed it, folks. Here it is again. Boy, he really hit it a long way. He knows how to hit well in his ballpark. He did it a lot when he was with the Mets. And now he's doing it again now with the White Sox. And that's going to do it for the Rays starting pitcher. Did not survive 3 innings. We'll step aside. It's called the bullpen, brought to you by Busch Beer.
Fry here.
LaRussa here. Are you ready for this year's Busch Crosstown Classic?
No, I'm just admiring this year's Busch Crosstown Classic display.
I see it too, Skipper.
Real handsome. Oh, thanks, Tony.
I meant the display, Skip. What do you think of the mug?
Oh, you mean the free Busch Crosstown mug fans get when they buy a case of Busch beer?
Yeah, Jim. You look real good next to it.
Tony, you never look better yourself.
Back at the stadium, Daniel Hudson will come out from the bullpen for the Rays. He's been in 3 games. His ERA 4.50. He has a tough task. He's got to cool down the bats of the Sox. They have hit 4 home runs, 3 2-run shots, and 1 3-run shot. A tally of 9 runs. Omar VIZQUEL now the batter. 2 outs, bases empty, 2 runs in. There's a ground ball right to short. And the side is retired, but not before the Sox score 2 runs off the bat of Mike Piazza. At the end of 2 from the stadium, Sox 9, Rays nothing. Back at the stadium, the Sox and the Rays at it again here in the 3rd inning. First time these two are facing each other in 2018. The first of 3 from the stadium. A Monday night primetime matchup here tonight. There's a fly ball down the left field line near the foul territory line, and it's foul. Very close, but no cigar. A base hit in the center. It up the middle. Take a look at this on replay. Here he is with Tampa Bay. Ground ball to Alomar, double play turn. ALOMAR to VIZQUEL to Thomas, nicely turned. His average at 77 only. No home runs and no runs batted in. Second time today that Tampa Bay has grounded into a double play. The shift is on right back to the shortstop. That's VIZQUEL, side retired. Another clean inning for Jack McDowell. Mill to third, 9-0 Sox lead. Well, Shawn Green lined out back in the first.
For the White Sox. Right.
He leads off here. He's the only man for the Sox that does not have a hit. Piazza made it 2 men, but now it's just 1. So the batter is Shawn Green to begin to the top of the third. 9-0 Sox lead here in game 1 of this 3-game series. He lines it, and there is a clear base hit down the left field line. No outfielder was there to get it. He's got himself a shift. In fact, not even close to the shift. We'll take a look at this on replay. That is good piece hitting by Shawn. So Green is on. And I'll bring up Jim Rice with a 3-run homer to right field his last time up. Him and Reggie, the hottest batters on the club so far in the start of this year. The infield is in, but there's a man at second base. The outfield is very deep. The pitch on the way. Up the middle. Diving stop by the shortstop, and he robs Rice of a base hit. 1 down. The second baseman, not the shortstop, is the one that robbed him. Nicely done. And there's 1 down for Roberto Alomar. Green moves to third. RBI chance for Alomar here. For the Sox hit double digits here in this game. They're 1 run away from doing that. Here's a drive deep to left field. Back is the outfielder. Out the wall is gone. And they surpass the double digits. And 2 more runs on the board on another 2-run home run. This time Roberto Alomar goes deep. And it's now 11-0 Sox. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Roberto Alomar, this bud's for you. Well, I tell you, the Tampa Bay pitching has nothing going for them here tonight. And another 2 runs on the board. That is another 2-run home run hit by a Sox. There is something about 2s here in tonight's game. Here's Wade Boggs, and he hits one sky to center. And that'll be caught for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 31, Dave Winfield.
I'll bring up Dave Winfield. Dave 1 for 2 with a double back in the first inning. Two runs in, 2 outs, bases empty. There's a drive in the air to right center field. That's carrying a long way. And that ball is going to go over the fence for a home run. And another one on the board. And that is the first solo home run hit by the Sox today. But it doesn't matter. It's a home run. Add another one to the board. It's now 12-0 Sox. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Dave Winfield, this bud's for you. If I didn't say it for Roberto Alomar, that bud's for him too. 12 runs, and all the home runs have scored via the home run. That is absolutely remarkable. And now here's Reggie Jackson. 2 outs, 3 runs in, bases empty. He hits one on the ground to short. Side is officially retired. But the Sox scored 3 more runs due to 2 home runs deep into the alleyway. And a 3, Sox 12, Rays now the batter for Tampa Bay. Rays have not scored a run in this game so far as we've hit the 4th inning of play in game 1 of this 3-game series. Fouled away, strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Fly ball, deep right field. Outfielder going back, way back, and it's off the front of the wall. And the runner will go to third base. He's got himself a stand-up triple. Not a good play by the right fielder there. DENARD Span, the batter now, and now a chance for Tampa Bay to end a shutout here. Strike taken. It's 12-0 Sox here at the Old Yankee Stadium. DENARD span 0 for 1 strikeout. McDowell's first and only strikeout of the day so far. Takes another strike, 0-2. Another sold-out crowd on hand. Sox pouring it on against Tampa Bay. Tampa trying to end a shutout here with a run. Man is 90 feet away. McDowell ahead of Span, 0-2. Another foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. Ground ball. This is going to bring in the run and end the shutout. Span is out. A run will score. The shutout is over. It's now 12-1 Sox lead.
Wilson Ramos.
Oh, here's Wilson Ramos. Pitch coming to Wilson Ramos is down low. One and 0 is the count on Ramos. The pitch. Ground ball to third. And he throws to a wrong bag. Will they still get the out? They do. A brain crap by the third baseman Boggs, but lucky that Wilson Ramos is slow as molasses, and they still got the out. Very interesting. He forgot down there was nobody on base. Sox turned 2 double plays. They thought they were going to turn their third, but they still got the out. It almost cost them an out. As Ryan Shep is now the batter here. But Tampa Bay fouls it away. The Tampa has scored a run on a ground ball hit by Span that scored the third base runner. That's why the shutout is over. The 0-1 on the way. Popped them up. Third base side. Boggs near the dugout. He's right there. He'll make the catch. Side retired. Tampa Bay does score 1 run. And in the middle of the 4th, it's the Sox 12 and Tampa Bay Rays 1. Frank Thomas, now the batter.
Leading off the fourth for the White Sox. First baseman.
12-1 Sox lead.
Thomas.
First pitch to Frank. Ground ball to short. 1 pitch. 1 out.
He's out.
So Thomas is retired. Our next Sox gamecast will be April 23rd, and it's a Baseball Night in America broadcast as the New York White Sox take on the Metropolis Mariners. It'll be right here at the stadium, and it'll be right here on WON Channel 9. Baseball Night in America, M versus Sox. So mark it down on your calendar. You saw the starting pitcher for Tampa Bay cannot be happy with his results. 1.2 innings pitched, that's it. As Piazza with a home run earlier hits another drive deep in the center field. Back is the outfielder at the wall, and he makes the catch. He was bidding for home run number 2, and he almost got it. 2 outs. So Piazza's retired, and now Omar VIZQUEL will be the batter. Omar, 1 for 2 with a single back of the first inning. Sox 12, Tampa Bay 1. All the damage by the Sox done in the early going of this ball game, mostly in the first and second inning. First pitch to Omar. He fouls it. Back to strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Ground ball up the middle. The shortstop's got it. And for the first time in a long time, Tampa Bay has a clean inning. And the 4, Sox 12. Tampa Bay 1. C.J. Cron, the first baseman, will be batting now for Tampa Bay. He's 1 for 1 here tonight.
C.J. Cron.
Sox lead by 11 runs as we begin the 5th inning. Ground ball, tough for ALOMAR. He got it and gets his man. One pitch, one out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy now the batter. Duffy 0 for 1 here tonight. Rounded out back in the second inning. McDowell with the 1-out delivery. Fly ball to right field. It'll be caught by Shawn Green for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So Kiermaier will now be the batter. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 1 here today. Singled back in the 3rd. 2-out pitch by McDowell. Fly ball high and deep to right. Green going back on the warning track. He's looking up. That ball is gone. Second run by Tampa Bay. Kevin Kiermaier with a solo home run. It makes it now a 10-run deficit. Sox now lead 12-2. So it's going to take a 10-run comeback now for Tampa Bay to make this a ball game. Take a look at this on replay. That ball was tattooed to right field. No exaggeration on that either.
The right fielder, number 8, Carlos Gomez.
So Carlos Gomez is the batter after the Kiermaier home run. There's another drive deep to left field. And that ball is gone way up into the bullpen in left field. Back to back goes Tampa Bay. And now it's a 9-run deficit. It's 12-3 New York. 3 runs for Tampa Bay, 2 of them off the bats of home run hitters. Kiermaier a moment ago, and now Gomez goes back to back. It's now 12-3 White Sox lead. So now it's a 9-run ball game. Nothing to get comfortable about, but boy, that ball was tattooed to left field. And it's now a 9-run ball game.
Now batting, third baseman, Brad Miller.
So Brad Miller now the batter. He'll foul it away, strike 1. We're in the 5th inning. It's now 12-2 White Sox. Miller 0 for 1 here tonight. Grounded out his last time up, and now it's back in the 3rd inning. The 0-1. Fly ball in the shallow center. Can of corn for Jim Rice. Side retired. But Tampa Bay scores 2 runs on back-to-back home runs by Kiermaier and Gomez. We're halfway through at the stadium. Sox 12, Tampa Bay Rays 3. We're now going to pause for station identification.
Carlton Fisk calls all my pitches. Even this one for these washable, durable White Sox placemats from your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Oh, yeah. Just order any Pizza Hut pizza and get a set of 2 White Sox placemats for just 89 cents. There are 4 White Sox placemats in all, and they're available only at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Hey, what's that? Fork ball. Fork ball? I don't even have a fork ball. Where'd you learn to catch?
I'm Paul Joya, chairman of the State Public Service Commission. A new area code, 718, is being introduced to meet the growing demand for telephone numbers in New York City. The 718 area code includes Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Manhattan and the Bronx remain 212. For calls within your area code, you dial as usual. When calling between area codes, dial 1, the area code, and the number. There is no extra charge for these calls. The new 718 area code will ensure the telephone service we need for a growing New York.
Attention, please. Now pitching
Chaz Rowe will be the new pitcher for Tampa Bay. So welcome you back to the Bronx. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios. Got to join us for Sox Baseball 18, powered by MLB The Show 18, and powered by PlayStation 4 here on WON Channel 9.
Right fielder.
It is a throbbing by the Sox. They lead 12-3, but Tampa Bay has responded on 3 runs the last 2 innings. A moment ago, back-to-back home runs. First by Kiermaier and then one by Gomez. Shawn Green, the batter, in an 0-1 situation. Just underway here in the bottom of the fifth. Another foul ball, another strike. Nothing in two is the count. The pitch coming. There's a shot in a deep right. Kiss it goodbye. Upper deck time. So long, farewell. Light up the big green apple. Shawn Green with a solo blast into right. His first home run of the year. Makes it now a 10-run lead again. It's 13-3 Sox. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Mr. Shawn Green, this bud's for you. Light up the green apple. What a shot by Green. He knew it. And so did everybody else. Into the upper deck it went. And folks, you are able to see it. 13-3 Sox now lead, and now here's Jim Wright. He had a home run earlier today. He lines one into center field. It'll be caught. No, it's missed! It is missed by the center fielder, and watch Rice go! He's on his way to third. He's got himself extra bases, and also an error attached by the center fielder. That ball was supposed to be caught, missed badly by the center fielder, and instead of being the first out of the inning continues. Wow. Well, now here is Roberto Alomar. Man's at third, the runner's in, nobody out. On the ground to the second baseman. A run will score. It's 14-3 Sox, and out recorded as Alomar gets a productive out of his bat. So now here's Wade Boggs. Boggs led off the scoring with a 2-run homer earlier today back in the first inning. He is 1 for 3 tonight. Two runs are in here in the fifth inning. Boggs hits it high to center field. The center fielder is right there, though. He will put it away for the second out of the fifth inning.
The left fielder, number 31.
I'll bring up Dave Winfield.
Winfield.
Good crowd on hand. Lots of them have left. It is a Monday night. Work is the next day. Winfield today, a home run. 2 for 3 here today. A couple of hits. One of them a home run. 2 runs are in here in this inning. There's a high fly in the shallow center. Center fielder is right there, and this inning is over. Side retired. Green's home run and an RBI sacrificed by Alomar puts 2 more runs on the board for the Sox. End of 5, 14-3 Sox lead. Alex Smith will lead off here in the start in the top of the 6th inning. He's 1 for 2 here tonight. Jack McDowell still on the mound. Good pitch count at 33 pitches, and we're only in the 6th. And there's the first pitch, popped up into shallow right center. Canter corn for Rice, 1 pitch and 1 out. And boy, I tell you, the Sox pitching continues to dominate, and they're giving that bullpen a well-deserved rest. DENARD spanned the batter, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out, and RBI. The 1-out delivery. Strike taken, 0-1. One pitch has been outside all night tonight. The rest have been thrown in the strike zone. This will be pitch number 36 on the way to Jack, and it's lined to left field for a base hit. Just out of the reach of Boggs and VIZQUEL. That's another hit for Tampa Bay.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
I'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 here tonight. Flew out back in the 4th inning. Man is at first. 1 out. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. There's a ground ball to Alomar. Nice slide. Oh, mercy alive. Another double play turn. At the middle of the inning, it's 14-3, Sox lead. Well, here's Reggie Jackson, 2 for 3 tonight with a home run and a single. Has driven in 2 RBIs here tonight as we begin the bottom of the 6th. 14-3 Sox lead. Roll with the pitch. Ground ball to second. Here's through to second into right field. See, that'll either be a base hit or an error. We shall find out in a moment's time. It is marked down as a base hit. Again, good piece hitting by Reggie there. So they'll bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas 1 for 3 with a single. And that was way back in the first inning. Boy, Sox have been looking for a big blast by the big man for a while. He's hit some home runs, but not the large ones as he's known for. We shall see. Man's at first, nobody out. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. Up the middle, double play ball. Nicely. No. Yeah. No. Is it double play? Yes, it is. Wow. The second baseman somehow hesitated, but still turned 2. 2 out. And here's Mike Piazza. He's had himself a productive day. A 2-run home run earlier here tonight. The 2-out delivery. That's launched in the air. Left center field. The outfielder going back on the warning track. And again, Piazza takes it deep. But again, the wind blows it down. End of 6. 14-3. Sox continue to lead. Well, the line score. You see it on the bottom of your screen, 7-2-3-2, 1 and 2. When you tally that up, Sox have 14 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Tampa Bay, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. But that big first inning is what loomed large for the Sox. And so far, they have not looked back as of yet. Ryan Shemp now the batter. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I apologize. Fouled away, strike 1 to begin the 7th inning. The 0-1 on the way. Another foul ball. The 0-2 on the way. Another foul ball. Oh, 2 again. Popped them up. Third base side in the shallow left. Boggs is there. 1 down.
First baseman number 44, C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron now the batter. A 1 out here in the 7th. Base is empty. Cron 1 for 2 here tonight as McDowell will throw pitch number 42, and that is drilled to left center field. Rice is going back, no chance. That ball is gone over the fence and out of here. C.J. Cron has hit the 3rd home run for Tampa Bay. Another solo shot is the 4th run of the game scored by the Rays here tonight. And now it is 14-4 Sox lead. Well, if it wasn't for that disastrous first inning by the Rays pitching, Rays would have something to cheer about. They're down by 10 runs. That's nothing to cheer about. That ball was tattooed to left field, left center field. That was tattooed. There's no exaggeration. He got the best of McDowell there.
Now batting, shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy takes the strike, 0-1. Duffy 0 for 2 tonight, flew out back in the 5th inning. That was his last time up. The 0-1 on the way. Fly ball in the left center. That's going to be a base hit. And it's off the glove of the center fielder, Rice. Runner's going to go to second. He got too greedy. Too greedy, and he's out. 2 outs. Boy, that saved an error by Rice. And Duffy just cannot believe he's out, but he is. He got way too greedy. When you're down by 10, you don't do that. Here's Kiermaier. You can't afford to make mistakes like that. And there's a pop-up in the infield. Third base side for Wade Boggs. He's right there. Side retire. But Tampa Bay does score 1 run on the home run by C.J. Cron. It is time to stretch in the Bronx. It's the Sox 14 and Tampa Bay 4. Down now the batter. He's 1 for 3 here tonight. 10-run lead as we begin to the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Pascal, base hit. Up the middle, into right center. And the Sox hit parade continues even late into the ninth. Wow. So the top of the order we go to now. Let's take a look at that seeing eye single hit by Omar. Well, the batter now is Shawn Green. Now, not in the top of the order, we're in the bottom of the order. And Shawn Green, the batter, hit an upper deck blast his last time up. And he may have hit another one deep to right. That ball is gone. Solo up the well, right up the green apple again. This time it's a two-run shot, and it's now 16-4 Sox lead. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox gets home run. A Shawn Green this butt for you. 12-run lead for New York. This ball was tattooed to right. We saw it land, even though it was a far distance, but he got all of that one. And we got a new pitcher, Jose Hold on. Jose Alvarado will now be the pitcher, so if I was trying to figure out the name, couldn't see. He's area 4.15. Wow. You talk about a big night for Green, who came into this game homerless, and it's been anything but now, and there's a drive in the left center. It'll be caught for the first out of the 7th inning. So good piece hitting again by Rios, but to no avail. And now here's Roberto Alomar. This time batting on the right side. Switch hitter batting right-handed now. Wade Boggs is on deck. Well, there's nobody on base, so there's no man on base. Line to left center, and that's going to be a base hit. It passes the outfielder. Watch Alomar go. He's on his way to second. Turn second. On his way to third. Here comes the throw to third. He's not even close. A triple for Roberto Alomar with one out. And that completes the cycle. Roberto Alomar with the first cycle for the White Sox here in 2018. A triple. And they'll bring up Wade Boggs now. Man 90 feet away, one down. 2 runs in into Shawn Green's 2-run blast. Boggs lines it to left field. Caught. Alomar will not take a chance. 2 outs. And he could have, but again, he didn't want to take a chance, so 2 outs.
Left fielder, Dave.
Bring up Dave Winfield. Winfield with a home run earlier today. Man's at third base, 2 outs. 2 runs in on a Green 2-run shot, his second home run of the night. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, and the inning is over. Shawn Green's 2-run home run lights up the home run siren again at the end of 7. Sox 16, Rays 4. We're now going to pause for station identification.
Don't you hate it when you go to answer the phone and you've just missed the call? All you get is that eeet. Well, with return call, if you don't make it to the phone on time, it's okay.
Hello.
It remembers the last number that called you and automatically calls it back. But now let's say the phone rings and you don't want to be interrupted. But what if it's an important call? With caller ID, you can silently screen your calls.
Barbara, you okay?
Honey, it's time.
I'll never get home in time. Start breathing. I'll call Kate.
Call waiting lets important calls get through. It's the most popular Bell Atlantic IQ service. Call now for call waiting.
Mike.
Barbara just went into labor.
Okay, I'll pick her up and meet you at the hospital. Let me get back to you, Mary.
Be there for the people who count on you. Call now for call waiting, caller ID, and return call. There's no service connection charge.
Kate, yeah, we did just try to call.
Call 1-800-272-1006 now for IQ services, and the service connection is free.
Hey, Messi, you hold that spoon like a hammer.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Well, anyway, you hold your spoon right. You'll get more frosted flakes in your mouth. Okay?
Okay.
Observe. He who imparts knowledge often gains some. Case in point, meticulous father utilizing Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes purely as a teaching aid. In so doing, he discovers that these large, crisp flakes of corn with their special toasted-in sugar frosting are a great way to sweeten up the day. Such instruction is necessary. Otherwise, some parents might never know the pleasure or the proper method of eating Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes.
Carlos Gomez, the batter. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a solo home run back in the 5th inning. Jack McDowell, close to 50 pitches, still on the mound as we begin the 8th inning. Line to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Good play by Frank Thomas. Just joined us, you've missed a lot. 16-18-0 for the Sox, 4-8-1 for Tampa Bay. Brad Miller, the batter, 0 for 2, flew out back in the 5th inning. Pitch. Fly ball to right, and that's tattooed. Forget about it. Green will watch it fly out of here. Another home run by Tampa Bay. Brad Miller goes deep and is back to an 11-run deficit. Well, with a low pitch count, no sign of any bullpen activity for the Sox here tonight. That's another home run hit by Tampa Bay here tonight, so you got to be a little bit concerned. Although we are in the 8th inning of play and it's a large lead, but we've seen large leads shrink.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Smith.
Alex Smith pops it up to Piazza. 2 out. DENARD Span, the left fielder, now the batter. 1 for 3 here tonight. As we're here in the 8th inning with 2 outs and the run is in. The pitch by McDowell, far up the middle, base hit in the center.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
We got Wilson Ramos. Man's at first 2 outs. Ramos grounds it to short. Pascal will go the long way to get the slow Ramos side retired. Well, Brad Miller puts the Tampa Bay Rays up on the board for 1 point. Middle of the 8th, 16-5, Sox lead. 3 for 4 here tonight. 11-run lead. 16-5 as we begin the bottom of the 8th inning. No action in a Sox bullpen as of yet. Reggie takes a strike, 0-1. These two will go at it tomorrow. The game can be seen on MSG Gotham. We'll be back later on in the month for the Baseball on America broadcast. Sox and Metropolis M's, looking forward to that. It'll be right here from the stadium. The 0-1 to Reggie. Hit hard, base hit to left. Another base hit and a very productive night for Reggie. And Frank Thomas will now come to the plate. Take a look at this base hit. He's learning to hit the ball the other way more often than not this year. And here's Frank, 0 for 1 with a single way back at the first. That's his only hit of the ball game here tonight. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. There's a man at first. Sergio Romo is warming in the Tampa Bay bullpen just in case. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit deep to center field. Back is the center fielder, Kiermaier, at the track, at the wall, leads, is gone! You can put it on the board! Yes! Frank Thomas with his 3rd home run of the season. And another 2 runs on the board. And it's now 18-5 Sox lead. And fans, once again, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Frank Thomas, this bud's for you. That was a long blast. Not a monster blast, but a long blast by the Big Hurt. And the Sox extend their lead. And now here's Piazza.
Now batting, Captain White.
18-5 Sox lead. Piazza drills one to left field. Way back, it'll go. You can put it on the board. Yes. Back-to-back on the Sox. And for Mike Piazza, that's his second Piazza delivery tonight. And the Sox continue to tee off against Tampa Bay. It's now 19-5. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Mike Piazza, this bud's for you. The home run ball is cooking tonight here in the Bronx. The bullpen, the pitching staff for Tampa Bay, absolutely atrocious tonight. And now here's OMAR VIZQUEL. He rips to the left center, and it'll be a base hit. And still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 home runs hit in this inning. One by Thomas and one by Piazza. And there were no cheapies either. So, here is Shawn Green with 2 home runs tonight. A solo shot and a 2-run shot. A man's at first this time. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. And Green hits it in the air to left center. This will be out number 1 if it's caught. It'll be caught for the first out of the 8th. Kiermaier in center field. And now here's Jim Rice. 1 for 4 tonight with a 3-run homer back in the first inning. Infield is in again, outfield's normal, as you saw on the bottom of your screen. This will be a double play. And this inning is over. But not before Thomas and Piazza go back-to-back. It's the last licks for Tampa Bay. They're down against the Sox, 19-5. Ryan Shemp will now come in to bat for Tampa Bay, and Jack McDowell still on the mound. And he has a very, very low pitch count. He'll lead off here in the 9th inning, Shemp will. Final hope for Tampa Bay to try to make a miracle comeback here in the 9th. They're down 19-5. First pitch by McDowell is a strike, 0-1. If you're just joining us on the live stream, you have missed a lot. Home runs are plenty for both sides, but for mostly the Sox, as you see on the scoreboard. And it's now 0-2. This will be pitch number 53 coming from Jack McDowell. Our next Sox gamecast on Channel 9 WON will be a Baseball Night America gamecast. The New York White Sox taking on the Metropolis Mariners from here, the Old Stadium. Don't miss it in a few weeks. Down the line and foul. Our next WON gamecast of MLB The Show will be over on our sister station, the Plus 5.2, which is Gotta Love Plus. The Expos and the Rockies. Those 2 games, April 12th and 13th. That's the live stream. It'll be live streamed here on Channel 9, but originally uploaded on the Plus. Popped up in the right field. Jim Rice backsteps a couple of steps, makes the catch. 1 out, and the Sox are 2 outs away from taking this Game 1 victory. C.J. Cron on the batter. He hit a home run earlier here tonight. Tampa Bay has scored about 5 runs, 4 of them off the home run ball. Cron was one of those guys who hit the home run ball. Batting on the right side now for Tampa Bay. McDowell with a 1-out pitch. On the way to Cron. Ground ball to ALOMAR at second. 2 outs. And the Sox 1 out away from carrying the W on their chest. So Matt Duffy, the final hope, and listen to this crowd here at the old stadium. Good crowd on hand for a Monday night ball game. McDowell with a very low pitch count. First pitch, drive to right field, hooking to the corner, but foul, strike one. The 0-1 underway. Put on the ground to short. VIZQUEL to Thomas. This one's in the books. Sox win it 19-5 and take game one of this three-game series away from Tampa Bay. Jack McDowell went all the way. A low pitch count went all the way to 9 innings. Shawn Green, Piazza, Reggie Jackson, almost the entire lineup went yard. And because of the home run ball and the good pitching, the Sox get the victory. Once again, the final score, the Sox 19 and the Rays 5. We'll see you again next time for another edition of Sox Baseball. So long from the Bronx, everybody. Sox winning 19-5.